mean.
Hey there, good man fam, and welcome new viewers to another episode of the Female Guessing Game. Now, the way this game works is that I'll review a video that has a single female in it or multiple females in it. But here's the catch. When it's a single female, I'll be asking you if she's a traditional woman, or modern female. However, when it's multiple females in the video, you won't know about which female I'm asking you until the end of the video. So, you have to stay to the end of the video to see about which female I'm asking you is a traditional woman, or modern female. Ready? Let's get it.
What do you mean when you speak on women not having their father in their life? Do you mean like completely not in their life? Do you mean like somewhat in their life, or you mean like in the same home?
I don't like where this is going.
Well, it's always best for kids, for children. It statistically shows that it's always best for children to be raised in a nuclear family. That's with their mother and their father, right?
Yeah.
Now, even if the relationship, is bad in that house, they're still better off than a single mother home. And it's also stats that single father homes does just as good as two-parent homes, two-parent households. So the father is what's best to guide the family and the children in the household, because the man is the disciplinarian.
Well, earlier he said best in single mother homes. I think he meant single fathers. But these stats are irrefutable. They've been looked at, mulled over, I don't know how many times. So this is not something that should be new to individuals who actually care about the space itself. However, I don't know what her reason was for actually asking that, because you know that a lot of females ask particular questions because they're trying to attack you via the question. Now, I don't know about this particular female because the video just started, so we're watching this together to see how this one and the rest of the females on the panel are. So let's see how this goes from here.
I don't need no man.
Think about it also. Who has kids? Show hands. Got kids? No kids? Okay. So just think about who does the kids generally listen to more? Daddy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even think about your own childhood. When daddy says something, he really only got to say it once. Mommy got to say it 5 times. It's just because the masculinity and the femininity is just different. Kids kind of know who they can get away with stuff and who they can't get away. So the father is needed.
That's facts. That's facts. It's nothing like the saying, wait till your father gets home. That used to be a show way back in the day.
Wait till your father gets home.
But when a mom or a babysitter or whoever, a teacher at school, if anybody says, wait till your father gets home, man, y'all can't tell me that didn't strike the fear of God in you. Tell me in the comment section any situations that happened where your mom or whoever said to you, wait till your father get home.
I think because we were talking about women being neurotic too.
True. Yeah,
So,
a little bit emotional.
They just spaz on kids.
Yeah, y'all be like, cállate!
Cállate la boca.
Okay, who's triggered in here? Did I trigger anyone yet? No? Okay. This couch not triggered? Chelsea? No, nothing to say?
Now, come on. Nobody's saying anything about being triggered. Does anybody believe that none of these females in this podcast, on this panel, are triggered? Does anybody believe that none of them are triggered? Just look at the face. You can go back and see the face of the female who was on the panel on the left if you're looking at the No Fugazi podcast host. The female on the left, when you look at those two, the one on the right of them, the one without the sleeves, look at her face. Man, she looks like you mother freaker. That's how she looks like. Oh, I just can't stand you. That's how she's looking at Cooley. I just remembered his name. That's how she's looking at Cooley. But none of them said they're triggered. Do y'all believe that? Tell me in the comment section.
I don't need no man.
About all the things, it sounds like you holding back. You want to say it. Go ahead, Chelsea.
No.
Say it, Chelsea.
I agree with a lot that you say, but I also, like, I guess it does kind of trigger me.
I don't like it. Make me feel all funny.
Cause I'm like,
Yeah, because like when Danielle
I agree with a lot. That
Yeah,
you
so
guys
no,
say,
this is good, right?
But some
So
of
what
it, it's just
triggers
kind of
you?
like.
So what is it? Because maybe I gotta say it differently, or say it another way, or I gotta say it meaner. Who
No.
knows?
No,
But
she was-
what triggered you?
Yo, why did they just cut my man's off? He was in the middle of talking, and then she just started talking, which is normal because females just interrupt males in the West. They just don't even care. They don't respect males. But then Cootie started engaging her, and he just stopped talking like, oh, okay. No, bro, you gotta let my man's talk. I don't even remember what his name is, but the dude on the left with the hat, the Raiders hat. Gotta let him talk, man.
she was bothered.
Let her speak real quick.
What?
Let's hear what she says.
No, go ahead. I was bothered by what?
Because when Danielle was saying girls should do a lot of soul searching, and then
Oh yeah.
Cooley said
About the soul.
that
Soul searching, you think it's just us going around doing whatever.
go
Yeah.
around having sex.
I was just saying that's how men interpret it.
I know,
Right.
but why?
Because that's what y'all do. Y'all ain't celibate out here.
But why do you think that we do that?
Because that's
Come on, man. Come on. You cannot act like that him stating this fact that's what you all do. We've already tested this a gazillion times, talking to females on the street, on podcasts, and the whole nine. This is what you all do.
He ain't lying.
Every time they talk about going to finding themselves and soul searching, that type of bull crap, we know exactly what that is. Same thing as girls' trips. We know that on girls' trips, what's actually happening because the girls on girls' trips tell us what's actually happening. You're going down there to get piped down. Let's not act like we don't know what it is. Soul searching is you being able to go out there and just be a free spirit and do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. Man, I just can't stop thinking about this one thing. I saw this video and I think it was on Infinite's channel. Shout out to him. There was this female who he thought was listening to Sexy Red's song, but he thought that because she looks like Sexy Red, like her hair's red and that whole nine. She was on top of the car just twerking. Just on top of the car twerking. This is what these females want to be able to do. They want to be able to do anything and everything at any time, anywhere, and everywhere. Remember that movie, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once? Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to do everything, everywhere, all at once. And he's saying this, and she's acting like she doesn't know about what it is he's talking. Well, why do you say that? Stop it. Stop it. You know exactly why he's saying that.
I don't need no man.
what you guys do. You guys are you celibate?
Do you have
Are any women
do you have
celibate?
proof of that?
I
Like,
am.
or is it just
For a year and a half. I agree with him though. Because I used to do that. I'd be like, I'm going to soul search. I'm going to just do my own thing. And that's not what I would be doing. I will be out partying or texting guys or whatever.
Yeah, no, I
you
get
know.
that.
So
Like,
I think I understand where they're coming
Right.
from.
yeah, like
with that.
I've been in. Yeah,
Yes, a round of applause for this female who kept it real. Yes, I'm going to say the same thing all of the sisterhood says. Yes, we're going to go soul searching. We're going to find ourselves. And she didn't even say what it was, which is good because you don't want to leave record online or on a podcast or something. But she said, nah, I wasn't doing that. Yeah, we all know what I wasn't doing that soul searching thing means.
You naughty.
Like,
I have
hold
kids,
on, hold
so
on,
like
hold on.
I can't be out here in these streets. Like I was
Because you have kids. If you didn't have kids, it'd
But
probably
we
be a different
speaking
story.
generally too.
maybe,
Like,
but you
Exactly.
know.
So there you go.
I
So
said
that's why we say that.
maybe.
But you didn't say no. You said maybe. So that's damn. That's
But
damn
like,
sure
if
yes.
I'm personally
Because if it
saying
was
that
no, you
I'm
would've
soul
just said
searching,
no.
like I'm talking about like I'm actually alone. Like I'm not dealing with anybody.
maybe now today because you have
Yeah,
kids.
'cause
But
I'm
like if you were
I'm
single
growing and learning
in your mid,
and
if you're-
maturing.
if you were single in your early mid to 20s with no kids, soul searching, aka dating other guys, seeing what's out there, because nobody's celibate. Let's cut the crap. Nobody's celibate, especially women. Women like sex just as much as men. You know what I'm saying? And you guys can get sex way easier than men can. So, you know what I mean? You guys get hit
true.
on so many times, so
That's
often.
true.
So, you know, when you guys are single and you're doing your soul searching, like, come
So
on.
you think every single girl that's soul
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
See what she just started? She just started it. What he just stated was facts. They knew it, so they're sitting there like, not saying anything. But then what does she have to do? We already know. What do I always say? They have to move the field of battle onto a field of battle in which they think they can win. So with what does she come in? So you think that all. You think that all. Because of course his response is going to be no. And she's going to be like, see, exactly. Exactly what? You making a statement with which nobody would ever in life disagree?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's never all in these situations. Never. So, of course, if you always go to that argument, which no one ever makes, you're going to be quote unquote right. And that's what they do. They never stick on the argument, which is the majority of you all do this. This is what you all mean. It's rare that a female means soul searching and she actually goes and does the Erykah Badu. And Erykah Badu be getting it in. Let's just keep it real. At least that's what I heard. So her saying that this all thing is what he's trying to say, or her even alluding to that, is her moving the field of battle because she knows she cannot win on the one on which he's actually trying to get her and him conversationally to play.
I don't need no man.
searching is having sex with multiple men.
Majority of them, yes.
What
But
do you
why?
think? Do you think that?
No.
I can tell you why.
No, I have a lot of friends who are celibate.
Lies, lies, lies. And everywhere is lies.
You want me to tell you?
They're lying
You want
to
me to tell you a logical reason why a human being, not just a man, but both genders, men and women, would think that a woman that's saying that she's soul searching, she's actually hopping on more, she's actually being promiscuous? The reason why is because we live in a secular world. That's a country, a nation, the United States, with God removed from the state.
Yeah, but not
right?
everyone.
So with that being said, even if people were religious, they're still, you know, don't lack discipline, right? And then you got to think about women. You're neurotic. You feel more negative emotions. That means that normally you're seeking out happiness. You're seeking out like the vibes.
That nigga got a point.
And that's facts. That's facts. They do feel more negative emotions. So they do what? They try to seek out things in order to get rid of those negative emotions, even if it's just temporary. I have this graph that I wanted to draw, and it's called a heartbeat graph, man. I think it's pretty brilliant myself, but it shows how females are always trying to go for the things that shoot them up happiness wise. And so when he's talking about this is not anything against which anyone should argue. This is pretty much not rocket science. But you all tell me in the comment section if you think after he makes the statement that he's making, he's going to get pushback, or if he's not going to get any pushback from the panel. Tell me in the comment section.
You think that you want a vibe, you want to catch a vibe with a guy, because y'all ain't got no freaking vibe, because y'all always depressed and, you know, in your feelings all the time. Everything is negative. That's why you seek the vibe. Here's the thing, chat. You wanted to know something that's new? Women seek a vibe from you because they don't have a vibe. They're in their minds all the time, feeling negative and depressed all the time.
I'm not always depressed.
Well, from a general standpoint, that's what I'm speaking about.
Generally, okay.
You know, but men, from a relationship and courting process, men create the vibe. You don't create the vibe. If you create the vibe with a man, your vibe is gonna be out that door and never texting him again. So you look for the vibe to be created. You look for him to be charismatic and to show you a good time and to make you feel bubbly on the inside. You don't care about making him feel bubbly on the inside. In fact, I would say that you think that you just being there and giving him your attention is enough for him.
Man, they are on here spitting, bruh. Dude, that is facts. This is how they think. How many times have you seen podcasts or videos of females saying, what do I bring to the table? Me. They just say me. Because in their minds, the very presence of them should be enough. And if you ask them why, they can't tell you. They can't tell you why them just sitting there should be enough. No. Oh, I love being around beautiful females. Don't get it twisted. But those beautiful females who are just around me that aren't bringing me anything, what do you think that you're going to get a bunch of stuff from me? No, if I'm going on a yacht, okay, and I'm bringing some females on a yacht, well, the experience is what they want. They want that experience being on a yacht. Well, they all know that if I want to get topped off at any time, I'm going to pick one of them to top me off, or I might just be on a yacht and do nothing and just be like, oh, okay, I like them being around. But I'm going on a yacht for me. I'm not going on a yacht for them. Do you understand the difference? It's one thing to do something for them and them say, well, me just being here is enough. No, it's another thing for you to do something for you and bring them along, because bringing them along would be enough then. Why? Because you're like, oh, I just want some beautiful females around me. Or you might say, oh, I might bring you along and you might top me off. You might this, I might get it in with you in the whole nine. If they ain't about that life, then cool. If they understand, well, this dude, he says he wants me, he gonna take me because he's the man, and I'm gonna just give it to him because that's what he said. Okay, then you do that. But you can do either thing. But don't go on the yacht for them. Don't go bowling for them. Don't go out to the restaurant for them. Go for yourself and then bring them along.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
Because if one doesn't come, guess what you can do? You can just say, oh, I'll just bring somebody else. But if you focus on bringing them along, like, I'm not going to go unless they come, then if they don't come, you're like, oh, I don't want to go. Man, please. Let them be an accessory. Let them be an accessory, because they're definitely not thinking about you.
I don't need no man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's correct. Because when women go out on dates, they just show up. You don't pay for the bills. You're not trying to do these things and have a nice, good joke lined up, or, make him laugh and things. You don't care about that. You're showing up and you waiting like, okay, is he funny? Oh, okay, it is a good vibe. It's nice. If he isn't funny, he's weird. Like, we don't do that.
So
I'm not like that. Honestly.
No one cares!
Dude, do you see what just happened again? It's just so funny, man. They just always show their hand. She just said, I'm not like that. He literally just said, you all don't think about males. He made this statement. That's a generally true statement. Females all the time. That's why they can't tell you what they bring to the table. And what did she do right after that? Showed him that conversationally, even though he was talking about this general subject matter, she was doing what? Thinking about herself. This is crazy, man.
Like older couples, right? Why does the women say, I trained him well?
Because they just yell at them and berate them.
So is it
until
supposed to be the other way around?
No. That's that happy life. That's that happy wife, happy life type of saying. That's
totally
garbage.
different.
No, that's what that means.
She also married a simp. She settled for the simp because the guy that she really wants, ain't gonna go for that.
Nope. Man, they are getting their Eminem on, man. They are spitting bars upon bars upon bars. This is the thing. That female who asked the question, it's funny because she evidently got that from the sisterhood. She got that from the sisterhood. That whole happy wife, happy life thing she doesn't even realize that what she said equals that. It equals happy wife, happy life. I trained him well. Man, do you think any masculine man is going to tolerate his chick saying in public, I trained him well? Heck, he wouldn't even tolerate her saying that to her girls in private. Because if that got back to him, he checked the crap out of his girl. Like, man, don't you ever say no bull crap. You ain't trained nothing. You ain't running nothing up in here.
And that's a fact.
But that's the problem. Too many guys are allowing these females, and I mean that literally, listen to the verbiage, allowing these females to talk about them like that, treat them like that, and then still give them all the resources, the respect, all this different stuff. I'm like, are you out your freaking mind? Dude, I know one dude who this chick called him something, and I'm sitting there like, and that's still your girl? She said that to you, and that's still your girl. You out your freaking mind. But this is what happens. Males get trained to take this bull crap. Imagine a male going on The View, The Real, Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, Montel Williams, all these shows over all these decades. Imagine them going on there and say, oh, I trained her well.
What did he say?
Yo, it would be so many freaking articles written about this misogynist and A, B, and C.
It's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
But she sit up here asking her like, yeah, so what about this? Because she wants to say, oh, no, they control them. See, we're the ones in control. This is how they think. It's always about them. He just said the thing about females don't think about the males, and then her response is, well, what about the females who say I trained them well? You think she's thinking about him and quote unquote training him? She's not training him for him. She's training him for her. Jesus, they just keep proving his point.
I don't need no man.
Yeah, when a woman says, "Oh, I trained him well," yeah, she married the guy. She married her last choice, pretty much. You know what I mean? Because like all you women want guys to lead.
If he's speaking facts,
all you
the
women.
fact that a woman said, "I trained him well," she married. That wasn't her first option.
I was like her last.
No, maybe she's
That
just
wasn't
joking.
no. She didn't
joking.
marry her first option. She married like her last option.
Though.
For
So women
sure.
settle
That's
just
insane.
for
It
safety.
depends.
Oh my goodness. They just cannot stop doing this. They keep moving the field of battle onto a field in which they think they can win. Why? Because they can never be the culprit. They always have to be the victim. They can never be the villain. They always have to be the hero. They can never be the cause. They always have to be the person upon whom the effect of the cause was thrown. What did she say when he responded? Uh-oh, it looks like we're in trouble. So, no, maybe she was joking. They always try to go to joking dang near every time when they get put in the corner. Oh, no, I was joking. You said something crazy, but now it's joking.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Get the freak out of here. She said something else too. Let me go back. What did she say?
I was like her last.
No, maybe she's
That
just
wasn't
joking.
no. She
wasn't
didn't
joking.
marry her first option. She married like her last
settle,
option.
Though.
For
So women
sure.
settle
That's
just
insane.
for
That's the thing. She said, women settle. Get the entire freak out of here. See, this is the problem. Females think that they're settling because they're not getting the guy that they want. What they're not accepting is that the guy that they're getting is a guy that's not only not on their level, he's above their level. I'm going to say that again. She's not, quote unquote, selling for a guy. She's getting a guy who's not only not on her level, he's above her level.
I'm not following you.
See, she was going after the 8.5 guy. But she was a 5. She gets with a dude who's a 5.5, and she thinks she's settling because he's not who she wants. Just because you don't want it doesn't mean it's not for you. That guy's a 5.5, you're a 5. That's your level. A little bit higher than your level, but that's your level.
It's so simple.
Instead, you want the 8, so you think the 5.5 isn't worth your time. No, boo-boo. You're actually not worth his.
But I guess that's where I'm going to tie back to that, what he was asking about, like, if anything trigger you. I would say for me, it was the fact, I just lost them.
Because it was saying that something did I trigger y'all. What did I trigger y'all about?
But she said something else after that. Now I forgot.
Celibacy, what?
That's what convo was we having? That was when I was talking about the age gap and everything, when I was saying that, the differences between...
the soul searching, because we were talking about how women settle. I think that people should be by themselves, like men and women, should learn to be by themselves and understand themselves and understand their past, because then that's where I feel like a lot of that 80% from women doing divorces is because women are just settling. I talk to them on my daily life, and that could never be me, but I see it on a consistent basis, and I ask them, like, why are you still together? Well, it's just like a lot of work. You got to get to know somebody new. I got to move.
I would just...
You're not settling, mama. You're not settling. That is so crazy. You are not settling at all. You're winning. How is winning settling? Because you're getting the gold medal. You just think you're getting the participation trophy. Because in your mind, you think you deserve more than what you actually deserve.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I mean, it's amazing. You got 260-pound chicks talking about they're settling for a hard-working blue-collar guy who treats them well. That's settling. Because in her mind, she still thinks that she looks like she looked at 21. This is crazy, man.
I don't need no man.
Disagree with that. I think that women settle you got to think about it. Women from a general standpoint don't approach men. You advertise yourself and you wait for the right man to approach you. So the women that settle, they're settling because the guys that they want, they don't know how to attract and retain those guys. Mm-hmm. Those guys, maybe they can attract them, but then they smash and dash. Right. They can't keep that man. So they end up settling with the man that they can keep. Mm-hmm. So that goes on women. It's women's fault that you can't attract and retain the top quality men.
Yeah, that's true.
So what's the probability? What's the age range where you can attract and retain a top tier guy? That's gonna be when you're younger, because the top tier guys, they worked on themselves, so they want the cream of the crop. They're gonna go for the younger girls. Yeah. So that's the younger guys, just older guys that worked on themselves. They date younger girls.
And he's right about that. But the problem that a lot of these females have, particularly modern females, is that their mindset is stuck on this quote unquote high value guy instead of a high quality guy. See, that's where they make the mistake. You don't have to have the best shirt in the world. You just have to have a quality shirt. So the best shirt in the world might cost $300, but a quality shirt could cost you $40. Do you get the $300 one just so you can say, hey, I got the greatest shirt in the world? Or do you get the $40 shirt where you can say, hey, I got a good shirt that'll last me. It washes well. It doesn't fade and that whole nine. Females want the $300 shirt and they call themselves settling for the $40 shirt. But I'm looking over at them like, but the skirt you got on costs $25. How are you settling for the $40 shirt guy when you're a $25 skirt female? Exactly.
So do you think there's a lot of high quality men in this world?
No, hell no.
No, not at all.
Well, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Whoa. What the freak? What the freak? Nah, bruh. That ain't it. Are you out your mind? Of course, there's a ton of high quality guys in the world. Ton in this country. I would bet that the majority of guys are high quality guys. I'd put money up that they are. Because quote unquote high value is different than high quality. No, y'all bugging on that one.
I don't need no man.
Strips a man from being high quality.
Very.
Super hard to find.
So it's like, how are women supposed to act?
Well, it's Well,
Is
there's
there
not
a lot of high quality women in this world? No, none of them
So
are
is there
virgins.
not good quality men because women suck, or is there not good or is it like a more than that? Is
Okay,
it the way
wait. There's a
everyone was
difference between
brought
good
up?
quality men and high value, good quality men and high value men. Like, what do you? What do you,
Both.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
Okay.
would you say there's a lot of them?
a lot of what? Good quality men or
Quality and high
high?
quality.
So there's a lot
and-
of good quality men, I would say, but there isn't a lot of high value men.
Yeah,
What's
that's
the
the
difference?
difference.
Here we go.
Well, the difference is that the high value men value what is valued between the genders, right? So women are hypergamous. She wants over 6 foot, over 6 figures, over 6 inches. She
But
wants
that's
these things.
not everyone.
So I know, but this is value. This is where value is derived from.
Right.
So if it takes time to acquire the things that women are attracted to, and when that man does acquire it, then he obtained the high value status, right? He obtained it. So you got high value men, and then you got good quality men. Good quality men, that high value man may not be a good quality man if he don't have any good
You
morals.
just answered somebody's question in the chat.
Okay, word. So yeah, like if he don't have any good morals or anything, then he could be a high quality man,
Right.
but he don't have any good morals. He gonna be putting his hands on a woman or something like that, right?
Okay, that's better, fellas. That's better. That's something about which we can have a discussion now, because you all saying there weren't high quality men. A lot of them was crazy. But okay, I see that you all are amending it because of verbiage. Okay, cool. And
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I don't agree that not putting your hands on a female makes you high quality and things like that, because there are females be beating the crap out of guys, and guys got to grab the female and toss her. Oh, well, you put your hands on a female, male grabs the female's arms in order to stop her from hitting him. Oh, well, you put your hand on a female, so that's not high quality. No. You have to look at the circumstances of situations and things like that. That mindset is what makes females think that they can do whatever they want to do to males, because the mindset of, oh, if you touch a female at all, then that equals that you're a bad guy or you're not high quality. Get the entire freak out of here. Defend yourself when defending yourself is something that's called for. Do that. Don't let nobody stop you from that because they're a female and you're a male. Get the entire freak out of here with that. But I'm glad that they cleared up that whole difference between high value and high quality, because there are a ton of high quality males in the world and in this country.
Or you can have there are many good quality men. There are guys that's in your DMs that will marry you, treat you well, pay for the bills for you, protect and provide for you.
I don't think that I've ever met a man who's been more in touch with his feelings.
I love you.
But guess what? You're not attracted to those guys. You're attracted to niggas that's over 6 foot, that's getting the bag, the rappers, the this and that, the
They don't
guys
even
that
be
have
good
some type of
guys.
status.
That's a lie. I went to the complete opposite,
Not
and now
you.
I have Napoleon Dynamite.
That was one dude. You
complex.
can't compare one dude to the majority of of guys in the world. Cut it out.
Napoleon
one dude.
Dynamite complex.
I'm glad that he told her to cut it out, because that was just ridiculous. They always bring it back to themselves. Well, no, that's not true, because me. Wait. We just made a statement about universality of something, and you say, not the universality of the thing is not true because of my one human. What? What? Almost 9 billion humans or something on the planet, and you're like, no, because of my one, me. Then that means that your universal thing you just stated isn't true. Bruh. Just the self-centeredness, man, that a particular sect of females can show. And sometimes women can show it too. They don't mean to. It's just sometimes built in their nature, but women learn to control it a lot. So she laughs, so she could just be joking around or whatever. But that was just a microcosm of how females think a lot of the time.
I don't need no man.
Do you guys think there's a lot of high quality women?
High quality. So high quality for a woman would be a virgin. That's high quality, because most women, you got to think about it. What, ladies? That triggered?
Nah, I said high value.
Yeah, high value. Sorry, we're not talking about virgins because I don't think any of us are.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Wait, dude, you're talking about high quality women, and then he said, well, we're talking about virgins, and he was going to go into some other things, and then she said, no, let's get rid of virgins because none of us are virgins. So we need you as men to toss out virgin being one of the criteria to be high quality, because we're not virgins, none of us. So toss out that off your list and then tell us a new list that actually encompasses what we are, so we can say we're high quality. That's in essence what she's doing.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
She just told this man, no, toss high quality off your list in regard to virgins. Don't put virgins on the list, but still make your list high quality. But please remove virgins, sir, because we don't qualify. This is what they do. They do it even when it comes to stuff like this. They move the field of battle onto a field of battle on which they think they can win. So they literally tried to remove one of his weapons in the battle so that she could try to win the battle. No, remove virgin from your list so that you won't have that to stop us from being deemed high quality. Freaking amazing.
Is there a lot of high quality women?
Well, you mean good quality women?
Yeah.
Okay. Good quality. So what is different? So good quality woman, I would actually say statistics shows that men happen to be more conservative than women. So anyone that is more conservative, that means that they are more traditional, more chivalrous and things like that. So I would argue that there are more good quality men than there are women, because women, y'all really don't want to uphold any traditions. You know, y'all lean towards feminism and egalitarianism, and y'all want things to be equal. You want to, you want everything, but you're not willing to reciprocate anything on your end to the man.
I can see what they're doing. I can see it. I feel it. It's cooking.
So let's say a good quality woman is a woman that can reciprocate, right? Let's think about it. So that woman is, all right, good quality, a lower body count. She ain't have a lot of, penises in her. She ain't have a lot of guys imprinting on her, because women have more oxytocin than a man. So that's the pair bonding chemical that allows them to pair bond with their mates when they have sex. So the more guys you have sex with, the lower the likelihood for you to pair bond with your future guy, right? So statistics shows that when a woman reaches a body count between 5 and 6, the likelihood for her to maintain a long-term relationship drops down to 20%. So it is facts. Body count does matter. All of you agreed to it. So a good quality woman is a woman with a lower notch count.
Now, come on, Cooley. You can't be talking to somebody who's trying to move the field of battle onto a field in which they think they can win with any sense, bro.
No.
You're using too much logic. You're using too much data. You're using too much sense. And when you do that, you're going to run into multiple arguments when you speak with a particular sect of females, because they don't like the logic. They don't like the reason, unless the quote unquote logic and reason fits what they're trying to make it fit. But most of the time, they're not trying to make it fit anything that makes sense. So it's hard to call that thing being logical or rational. Because if it doesn't make any sense, you're like, well, that makes no sense. You can't even find the path to how you got to there.
How, Sway?
That's why a lot of times you ask somebody a question, a particular sect of females a question, and they'll say yes. Then you'll say, and you're saying this too, they say yes. You say, but you do realize that you're saying both those things equals this. This is the only answer that could be. And they'll say, no. Cognitive dissonance. So this is going to be interesting to see what their response is going to be to what he just said.
I don't need no man.
Also, a good quality woman is a woman that can regulate her emotions. We spoke about discernment for that good little 10-minute segment, and we said that, well, the woman that can't regulate her emotions and she's acting how she feels, she's acting on what she feels instead of acting despite how she feels. Well, that brings trauma to the relationship, and it's a higher probability that she'll divorce her man or break up with her man, right?
He ain't lying.
That's facts. That's facts. Now I'm looking at her face, and again, I'm going to be interested to see what her response is going to be. That one that's on the right, I think she's in orange. I'm going to be interested to see what her response is going to be. Let's see.
And break up that home. Like, literally, let the kids being raised in a single mother household is the most wildest thing you could do for your children. Like, you're literally giving your child a step back than a step forward. But anyways, so yeah, I would say that a good quality woman is someone that embodies chastity, a woman that embodies sexual temperance, and a woman that understands the patriarchy: God over man, man over woman, woman over children.
Well, good luck with all that.
Oh, well, the video ended without us seeing what they were going to say in response. So I guess we're going to have to take a guess. It is the female guessing game, right? So you all tell me in the comment section what you think each one of their actual responses would be to his actual statements. I'm interested to see what you all think that they would say.
I don't need no man.
Now, remember, this is the female guessing game. So out of all of these females you've seen, about which one do you think I'm about to ask you all? Drum roll, please. So, tell me, is she a traditional woman, modern woman, or modern female? Put it in the comment section and tell me why you think so. And then grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.